Locked in a fiery conflict against Russian forces, Ukraine found an unexpected game-changer on the battlefield: the Javelin anti-tank missile. For years, this cutting-edge weapon from Washington has been more than just military aid. It has become the ultimate nightmare for Russian armored vehicles. Since the war began 3 years ago, anti-tank guided missiles have played a crucial role for both sides. Ukraine, a nation with relatively limited military strength, has managed to hold its own against Russia's massive tank fleet. In this episode, we'll take a closer look at Ukraine Javelin strikes and explore why this anti-tank weapon has proven to be such a game-changing tool on the battlefield. The first Javelin action we will show you was posted by the Ukraine Battle Map account on X. It captures the moment a Russian T-80 tank, engaged in an operation, is struck by a Javelin missile fired by Ukrainian forces. The next target was a Russian BMP, which was successfully destroyed by an FGM-148 Javelin operated by Ukrainian forces. Although the footage uses infrared camera recordings, you can clearly witness the remarkable accuracy of this ATGM as it perfectly hits the Russian BMP. Another striking scene captures Ukrainian Marines annihilating Russian armored vehicles with Javelin missiles in Donetsk. Another dramatic recording, released by the 59th Motorized Brigade of the Ukrainian Armed Forces, captures a massive explosion as a Russian tank is dealt a deadly blow by a Ukrainian Javelin missile. The footage powerfully illustrates the devastating impact of this highly effective weapon. In the next footage, the 59th Ukrainian Brigade, renowned for their mastery of ATGM, successfully repels a Russian assault involving 2 BMP. In this dramatic encounter, only one BMP manages to escape, while the other is destroyed with precision by a Javelin missile. The superiority of the Javelin was also evident during a Russian assault on Ukraine's 59th Army Brigade in Donetsk Oblast, which ended in failure. Utilizing anti-tank mines and FGM-148 Javelin missiles, Ukrainian forces successfully destroyed a Russian MTLB and BMP-2, decisively halting the enemy's advance with precision and power. According to the latest reports, the United States has supplied more than 10,000 Javelin missiles and several hundred launchers to Ukraine since the beginning of the conflict in February 2022, and this delivery has been part of a broader military aid package aimed at strengthening Ukraine's defenses against Russian aggression. To date, the exact number of launchers delivered has rarely been reported. However, it is known that the U.S. has provided a sufficient quantity to support the widespread use of Javelin missiles by Ukrainian forces on the front lines. The FGM-148 Javelin, or Advanced Anti-Tank Weapon System Medium, is a portable American-made anti-tank system that has been in use since 1996 and continues to be upgraded. This anti-tank weapon was developed to replace the M47 Dragon anti-tank missile previously used by the U.S. Its fire-and-forget design features an automatic infrared guidance system, allowing the operator to seek cover immediately after launch, unlike wire-guided systems like the Dragon, which require the user to guide the weapon during combat. The Javelin missile system has proven its effectiveness in combat during the conflict in Ukraine, particularly against Russian main battle tanks. Ukrainian forces have extensively deployed the Javelin against Russian tanks and other armored units, achieving remarkable success. The Javelin high-explosive anti-tank warhead can defeat modern tanks using a top-attack approach, striking them from above, where their armor is thinnest. It is also effective against fortifications in direct attacks. The Javelin employs a tandem charge warhead to bypass the explosive reactive armor of enemy tanks, which typically renders conventional high-explosive anti-tank warheads ineffective. The Javelin missile system offers a maximum effective range of up to 4.75 kilometers, although it is typically used at a range of 2.5 kilometers for optimal accuracy and effectiveness. This extended range capability empowers infantry units to strike armored targets from a safe distance, well beyond the reach of most enemy weapons, providing a significant tactical advantage in various combat scenarios. In 2019, according to the manufacturer's claims, the Javelin had been successfully used in approximately 5,000 engagements. By August 2021, over 50,000 missiles had been delivered to customers. The weapon made its combat debut in Iraq in 2003 and gained widespread recognition during the Russia-Ukraine war, where Ukrainian forces extensively employed it during the early stages of Russia's 2022 invasion. In 2024, the United States awarded a contract worth a total of $1.3 billion for the production of FGM-148 Javelin missiles, along with related equipment and services. Reportedly, this contract includes the production of over 4,000 Javelin missiles to replenish those previously supplied to Ukraine. The success of the Javelin in Ukraine can be attributed to the fact that Ukrainian military officials had considered the lethal capabilities of this ATGM well before the Russian invasion. In fact, Kyiv purchased 210 missiles and 37 launchers in 2018, followed by another order 2 years later worth $150 million. Ukraine has reaped the benefits of these investments, as Ukrainian forces have used the Javelin to destroy Russian tanks and thwart Vladimir Putin's troops during the early stages of the invasion. Before the Russia-Ukraine war, the US was estimated to have a stockpile of around 25,000 Javelins, half of which have been depleted due to the conflict in Ukraine. It can be said that the US military is better trained and uses the missiles more efficiently. On the other hand, Ukraine now has more experience in destroying tanks with Javelins than any other country in the world. Although the Javelin has been nicknamed Ukraine's protector for its critical role in defending the country, it initially faced several challenges in the war. In 2022, a Washington Post report detailed that many of the thousands of Javelins provided to Ukraine by the Pentagon at the time were considered inoperable due to the lack of training modules, spare batteries, and other essential equipment required for proper training. Eventually, Kyiv received the necessary information to use these weapons more effectively, and the Javelin has remained a vital component of the country's defense strategy.